It took a long time before the NHL returned to the Bay Area, but the Sharks have certainly made this their home. Lot of bounce on both blue lines here, and we are about set to drop the puck here at center. The Sharks have won the draw, and we are now underway. And loses possession after a solid hit. And that's picked off by Sherwood. And that's a great read to force the turnover. The Sharks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Moves it to Smith. And he loses control of the puck. Turn that chance aside. Klingberg's got a hold of the puck behind his own cage. Both sides mixed up for that battle for the puck along the wall. Taken along the wall by Parayko. The Blues play it along the boards. St. Louis has it against the half wall. Huge steal in his own end. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. Puck grab by Sherwood. Slides it across. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Quick feed to Shen. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. And they'll dump it in. San Jose's got the puck. The Sharks look to start the transition game. And forces a huge turnover here with the steal. Look out, here they come on the attack. Handles the pass. Gets the puck in deep. San Jose's got a hold of the puck now. Feeds it over. Great save.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you. And he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
The Sharks scoop it up along the boards. San Jose's got possession here in the offensive zone. Nice save from point-blank range. Fowler stick handling in his own zone. Dishes it off. Comes up with a stop. Takes the feed. And now he tries to get it across to Wenberg. The Blues gain possession. Sends it over to Neighbors. Here he is in front. There's a stick save, and that went off the shaft. Lindgren's moving the puck through his own zone. And now he angles it across to Eklund. Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. The Sharks have it from their own end. San Jose's got it in their own zone. The Sharks looking against the half wall. Tries to feed it over to Klingberg. Big stick save by the goaltender. And sends it just out of reach. Moves it quickly over to Klingberg. Takes the pass. The Blues gain possession along the wall. St. Louis moves ahead with the puck. San Jose's got control of it now from their own end. Moves it ahead from off the wall. Slides it back to the blue line. Here he is with the backhander. And a great save. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up.
Well, that's an impressive hit early in the game here, James. You know what that says to me? Engagement. It says, I am engaged. I want to dictate the pace of play of this game.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. St. Louis gains a hold of possession. Here they come inside the neutral zone. Shot! Scores! Well, was that quick enough for you?
Yeah, it was quick. You want to dictate pace, especially when the puck drops, and putting one in early, that's the best way to get it done. Well, without a ton of time and space in that high slot area, he makes the right choice of selection of shots with that quick snapshot, pulls it into the feet, disguises the angle, and beats the goalie clean.
The Blues are on the board quickly in this one, and a nice start here the way that they've been moving the puck around.
Well, a really great start for them, James. It's all about getting everyone into the game, establishing some pressure, and finding a way to get on the board. They do just that. Now they've established a 1-0 lead. It's about holding it and pushing for more now.
Oh, how did he get a piece of that to make the save? Picked up along the wall by Dickinson. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Feeds it across the ice to Holloway. St. Louis looks to break out in their own end. The Blues play it along the wing. San Jose's got it from behind the net. Oh, what a hit!
You want to send a message to your opponent early in the game, and that early delivery of a bone-crushing hit, that does just that.
Passes on over to Ostapchuk. The Sharks are on the attack. Whiffs on that. St. Louis gains a hold of it. Receives the pass. It's in the back of the net. He scores!
Just a minute between those two goals.
Cheryl, you stress consistently, keep your feet moving on the ice, and that pays off.
Well, they got the pedal to the metal right now. They're like a freight train. Well, this is a really smart shot through traffic, James. The recognition of the net front presence in screen, and the goalie drops to the butterfly position, really tries to make himself as big as possible, hoping that the puck just hits him because he can't see it.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. St. Louis has really pushed the pace over these last few minutes, leading by a pair. The Blues win possession here in the open ice. Taken by Parayko. Slides it across to Shen. Here we go, odd-man rush. Quick shot! That goes off its wing. Here's a short pass to Neighbors. Oh, it's another consecutive save!
You can certainly tell that the goaltender is dialed in on that last sequence of saves, James. He's to position, so he finds a way to make multiple saves back-to-back.
Handles the puck. Here's a sharp angle shot. Takes the puck behind the net. Works it across to Orlov. The Blues gain control of the puck. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. Grabbed along the board by Broberg. Eklund's got it in the defensive zone. And makes the save. The Sharks grab possession of the puck. Sherwood's got it across the line. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. St. Louis takes possession of the puck. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw. The Blues will serve 2 minutes in the box.
Well, that's a frustration penalty. I've taken many of those in my day, James. It's going to be the cross-checking penalty. Once you extend your arms, you're in trouble.
And their first chance to use the man advantage.
Well, with their first power play of the game, you don't have to worry about getting in. It's already in there, but you do have to worry about winning the face-off, the most critical piece to possessing the puck. Once they get that possession, they can get the setup and the options that they want.
And that's a solid clearing attempt on the play. Scooped up along the wall by Suter. The Blues have it now. Oh, what a save!
That doesn't swing the momentum in your favor. I don't know what will, James. That's a last-ditch effort to make a play. What a beautiful save.
And Cheryl, listen to these fans here. They are getting loud. Some of them are getting on their feet here, still applauding that save we saw.
James, I think it's the appreciation for the desperation save, the complete, the will to keep that puck out of the net, and they're really showing him the love.
Oh, he caught him!
And that's a thunderous hit along the boards. It's bone-crushing, James. You feel that one right from your toes all the way up to your shoulders. Talk about finishing a check.
Tosses it on to Misa. The Blues will try to shave a few seconds off this penalty now. Puck clears the zone. A short-handed breakaway. San Jose's got a hold of it against the wall. St. Louis gains control of the puck. Streaking into the attacking zone to the right. Too much traffic in the lane. St. Louis plays the puck along the boards. Loses his balance on the play. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. St. Louis gains possession under man. And a successful clearing attempt. Slides it diagonally to Misa. Puck scooped up by Torchenko. And they get the puck out of the defensive end. Time taken away here on this man advantage.
Keeping it simple and creating some speed, but they have to gain entry fast. Holloway standing up, ready to go.
He got all of that one.
Power forwards can be so difficult to contain. Why? Because you can hear them coming, James. They have the ability to deliver bone-crushing hits.
And called for the offside. We'll get a face-off.
Such an impressive save, James, and I love to look at these ones again because it's not just being in great position, it's being desperate. It's finding a way to get to the puck, keeping your eye on it at all times, tracking it, out-battling and out-willing everyone around you.
The Blues have been the dominant team here midway through the first period, and they lead it. And they take control of the puck here in the neutral zone. From his own end, he moves it up ahead.
First pass leads to the offense. That's a great one.
The Blues will play it in their own end. Sent into the offensive zone. Feeds the puck to Eklund. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. The Blues get a hold of the puck in their own end. And now he passes it to Shen. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Denies him on the slobber. Battle ensues for that loose puck along the boards. Sends it over to Kurashev. Passes it to Liljegren. Moves the puck. Along the right wall and into the offensive end. Can't keep a hold of the puck after that play. Oh, trying to pick his corner and puts it off the outside of the post. We got a whistle. Penalty coming up. The Sharks will now be undermanned with a cross-checking penalty.
No, this is such an obvious call for the official, undisciplined. Once the arms extend, you're going to get the cross-checking call.
The Blues get their man advantage unit out there for the first time tonight.
First power play opportunity of the game. You know they've worked on this in practice, the setup, the look that they want. Let's see how they move the puck around the perimeter and look to attack.
Oh, a clutch save! The Sharks have possession shorthanded. Shot attempt completely fails on that. Comes to the paint. Oh, it stays out! Right with the man advantage, and they make it click.
You can just see the weight shift, James, there in that slap shot where he's able to just tag it as he walks into it and beats the goaltender low stick side.
The Blues are dominating in almost every facet of the game here in the first. Sooners won the draw at center. Intercepts the pass at center. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Picking up steam in the offensive zone. Fires it. Stopped by the goaltender. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. More than half the period left to play. The Blues just recently adding to their lead. They're now up by 3. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Picking up momentum across the zone here on the right side. And he makes the save with ease. St. Louis plays it up ahead. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Quick pass across to Smith. St. Louis has it near the wall. The Blues move the puck in the defensive zone. San Jose's gained possession. Scrum along the boards, they battle for the puck. Three-point play! Spectacular stop by the goaltender.
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low slot area and defends his crease by getting out, being aggressive, and taking away any of the net.
Way too much congestion blocks that. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. San Jose's looking to break out of their own end. And the puck's running away. Broken up with the stick in the defensive zone. The Blues have it behind the net. Picked up along the boards by Wenberg. Gaining momentum up along the side. Turned aside with a glove by Hofer. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. The Blues came hungry to play this one, and they lead as a result here in the first. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. Oh, some smooth skating to lose a defender there. Dumps it into the O-zone. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Play blown dead. Let's get the call. Sunfist going off for a pair for cross-checking.
Well, cross-checking is the call here, and that's going to be the pounder special. Anytime you move your hands away from your body and you get your opponent, you know it's going to be called every single time.
The Sharks send their man advantage unit out once more.
They haven't scored on the power play yet, but they have another opportunity. The key to this one, gain possession so they can set up.
Tucker's got the puck in his own zone. Trying to get it out of their own end. And they put it off the glass and out.
Well, the shorthanded unit, they find a way to get to this puck first, James. And the tough part there is you got to get it on your stick and off your stick quick, because you know the power play unit is going to be coming. This
save on the play! Wow!
Oh, that's grand larceny, James. I mean, he just stole one away from his opponent. What a save.
As play continues, this place is still buzzing, and they're getting loud here now.
Well, this is all about fan appreciation for that huge save. And, man, does this ever feel good? You know, you feel it right through you when you know you've made that big save, and everyone around you is appreciative.
With the stop. The Blues get a hold of the puck under man. They clear the zone. Headman pass. From center, they get into the attacking area. The Blues have it now. Puck moved back to the neutral zone. San Jose's got the puck. Quick pass to Smith. Moves it over to Kraft. And he takes the dish. To the front! Shot! Denies him in front.
They always say to be great, you have to get uncomfortable. As we look at this last save, this looks uncomfortable. Stretching your body, finding a way to make yourself as big as possible to get to the save. That's what he did, and that's why the save was made.
Holloway's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. And off the draw, they'll take possession. The Sharks have it in the offensive end. And that's stopped by the goaltender. Great save to stay with it. Good clearing attempt to breathe. The Sharks gain possession. Moves it to Wenberg. From the open ice, they gain the line. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away.
Sunfist almost ready to get back on the ice.
Here's a shot, and the puck skips off the glove. Gets it over to Goudreau. Can't connect on the shot. The Blues get their man back. We're back to even strength.
James, the PK was a specialty team that I actually played on, and a good aggressive habits there, and it leads to the kill.
San Jose's got it along the wall. Quick feed to Kyrou. Holloway's gained the line and on the attack. Blocked in front. And he's ridden off the puck. Askarrov's going to hang on for a whistle.
Let's have a look at that last save again. It was absolutely incredible. You're under pressure, you're under attack, really under siege, and you find a way to get to the puck. This is the stuff that champions are made of.
The Blues have been all over them, and there's still plenty of time left in this first. St. Louis takes possession off the draw. Makes the save. Colin Louis gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Moved up ahead here in the neutral zone. Takes a shot. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net.
Well, you know he's got the skill set to be able to maintain possession of this puck, but how about the...
So, my, oh my, how things have suddenly changed here.
It's the magic of one goal and the impact it can have, James. You go from a situation where you think you're out of it, and now all of a sudden you believe you're back in it. Complete change of the dynamic of the game. That puck comes off his stick so fast, the goalie can't get a read on it. It's in the back of the net.
The Sharks are on the board, but there's still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, that's not the way the coach would have drawn up that start. No urgency and just flat. But hey, they get back in it. Only within 2 now. A lot of game left.
Taken along the wall by Porchenko. Goaltender covers that. We get a stoppage in play. Past the midway mark of the frame. San Jose's got to find a way to get a few more goals here as they still trail by a pair. Ostapchuk's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Sends it in on the attack. The Blues have it against the wall. Porchenko's got it along the boards. Along the half wall with the puck. Oh, good out on the play! Wow!
That's a true competitor's save. Just when you think that he's completely out of it, James, he comes across with a desperation save to keep his team alive. I really like this save, James, because he challenges the shooter who's all alone in the slot area. He turns aside a real dangerous opportunity.
Passes it over. Slides the puck over. Slides it across. And they continue to apply pressure here.
Well, freeze frame this poke check, James, because coaches want to use this as an example. You can use it from grassroots right up. This is a textbook poke check that turns a high danger chance into nothing.
Angles it over to Neighbors. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Moves it quickly over to Cadet. Picked up along the wall by Klingberg. San Jose's moving the puck through center ice. The Blues take possession in the defensive end. St. Louis takes possession along the wall. The Blues will play it from the defensive zone. Suter's got it against the boards. Tries to feed it over to Cadet. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Feeds it over. And he hits one of his own teammates with that shot. Let's get the call. Klingberg's off to the sin bin for cross-checking.
Well, this is just a lack of discipline and emotional control. You can see his frustration. He extends the arms, and he gets a cross-checking call. Well, with earlier success on the power play, I think they'll operate in the same fashion, James, in that 1-3-1 setup where they look to work through the flanks because you know they've got some lethal shooters on this team.
Sends the pass over. Big-time save and a big-time shot. They fight for it along the boards. Here's a short pass to Sundqvist. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Still some precious time left on this power play as they get set to drop the puck. St. Louis will go to work here in the offensive end. Quick pass to Eklund. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. San Jose's got a hold of it along the wall. And now it's over to Sundqvist. To his teammate. Sends the feed in front. Moves it again. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Sends it past the front. He scores! What an opportunity and delivers.
I just love these types of goal, James. I mean, you can see the energy on the bench, the coach, everyone is uplifted because these are dirty areas. These are tough areas. These are competitive will-type goals, and he finds the back of the net because he was willing to pay the price.
The Blues have come to play with some jump in their step tonight. Look at the shots on goal. They've generated an already lead comfortably nearing the end of the first. Angels it along the blue line. Denies him. He got all of it. And he takes the feed. St. Louis on the attack. Here's a chance. Denied by Askarov.
I absolutely love this save, James. I mean, the shooter's in a point-blank range, right in that low slot, and it's just taken away. Grand larceny.
Here in the late goings of the period, St. Louis has added to their lead. They're now up by 3. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Moves it to Parayko. Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. Quick feed to Sherwood. Here they come on the attack. Into the paint, gets a piece of it to keep it out.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You gotta love it. You have to have great timing, and you gotta know when your opponent's vulnerable.
The Blues have created a lot of scoring chances tonight, and they lead it here late in the first. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Great poke by Wendler. Puck picked up by Broberg. And now he moves it to Shen. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. And he's knocked off the puck there. The Sharks gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. Oh, and he completely muffs the shot. Grabbed along the board by Shen. And now it's grabbed by Broberg. Parayko's got it in the offensive zone. Oh, what a chance live.
Well, this is frustrating, James. You do everything to get to the right position. You put yourself in a grade A scoring area, and then you miss. That's frustrating.
Oh, steals a goal as he flushes the glove with the stop. St. Louis has taken a shoot-first mentality here to start this one, and it seems to be working big time. Sooners won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Puck grab by Toffoli. San Jose's gained the line and into the zone. Right through center and into the offensive zone. San Jose's got the puck in their own end. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Eklund. Fires it on net. Big time save by Hooper.
Man, he was right on that puck. He knew exactly where it was. It was tight to the crease. He got out and challenged right away to make the save.
Scooped up along the wall by Fowler. The lane was plugged up and that shot's blocked. Taken by Misa. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other end.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
St. Louis has been relentless with their offensive chances tonight, and they lead it late in this first period. And they win the draw here in their own end.
That's a huge draw by the center, James, coming off the ice, and you know you need a change. You got to find a way to win that and get out of your zone.
They've got the defense outnumbered. The Sharks gain control of the puck. Toffoli's taking it from his own end. Nearing the final 60 seconds here of this first period. Slides it across to Tucker. Puck scooped up by Carew. Scores! And they strike pay dirt once again.
Yeah, they do. And their opponents down on their heels are deflated. They got to find a way to continue with the pressure, be relentless, and try and get another one. Well, there's not much time here before the goaltender's eyes are taken away, James, and he drops into that butterfly position. All you want to do when you can't see the puck is make yourself as big as possible, but this one has seeing eyes through traffic and finds the back of the net.
The Blues have capitalized on their scoring opportunities and lead comfortably here late in the first. Sundqvist's quick stick lands on the puck here at center. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Smith. Oh, gets a piece of it with his glove and it keeps out. Scores! And they get one back here.
I guess it's something to look at positively, James. I mean, the goal scorer certainly is going to feel happy that they've contributed, but they're going to have to find a way to dig themselves out of this hole, and it's a large one at that. They're going to put their work boots on and try and kick it into high gear if they even want an opportunity to claw their way back in this game.
The Blues have created a lot of scoring chances so far, and they lead it late in this first period. Sundqvist won possession. And now he tries to get it across to Torchenko. And that's broken up in the defensive zone by Klingberg. Here's a shot, and he snags that one with the glove. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. Getting into the later stages of this period, the Sharks have a long way to go to try to get back into this one, down by 3. And they win the defensive zone faceoff. And now he angles it across to Sherwood. And that one's stolen at center ice. The Sharks gain possession in their own end. San Jose's got just a few seconds left here with the puck. Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out. Moves it quickly over to Sherwood. And he takes the feed. Both teams getting a good sweat on after this first period. We've got lots more in store, and we're coming back with a clean sheet of ice next.
Feeling hungry? Try our arena restaurant for gourmet dining with great views of the action, or get a light meal at one of our many grill locations on the concourse.
Both teams are back at center ice, and we are ready to get period number 2 underway. It was quite the one-sided tilt in the first 20 minutes. Let's see if that continues here in the second. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. The Blues have generated a lot of pucks on net and have turned more than a few of those shots into goals. Celebrini's won the faceoff. And now it's to Klingberg. Puck battle along the boards. And he gives it over to Smith. He grabs the puck here at the point. St. Louis looks to get things going now with the puck. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Orlov's lugging the puck. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. And that's broken up. Handles the pass from the right side. Here's a short pass to Shen. Puts it on net. Denies him.
Ascarov's been consistent over the course of his career, mainly because of his positioning, James. He gets set to that puck, square to it, and makes the save.
Great reach with the poke check. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck. The Sharks played along the boards. Sherwood sliding the puck behind the net. Picked up along the boards by Parayko. Steps across the line and on the attack down the right side. Oh, and that doesn't go well. Quick pass to Eklund. Sends the pass over. Driving right to the front. Scores! Well, there's no kicking motion review when you kick it into your own net.
Well, this is an unlucky bounce. As a defender, you're in the middle of the ice trying to clear out any kind of traffic, and the puck just hits you, deflects, and goes into your own net. That's a tough one to take.
San Jose's finally got the counterpunch they need. Now, can they do it again, Cheryl? That's the question.
Well, they need the knockout punch, don't they? And if they're going to get two and claw their way back in this one, but the momentum's in their favor right now, it's their choice to do something with it.
That's gloved by Hofer. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. The Blues continue to lead here in this second period, looking strong offensively. St. Louis has it in their own end. Pass to Kyrou. And there's the whistle icing the call. Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. San Jose still down by 2 goals in this one. St. Louis has the puck in their own end. Takes it across the blue line. Here's a shot. Textbook stop. He scores! Jumps on the rebound and makes it count.
Ask any goaltender, and you got to know where you are in the net. You got to have a knack and a sense to your positioning, and you also have to have quiet feet. It just looks like he's scrambling around in the crease here, and he can't find his footing, and as a result, he can't get square to the puck.
The Blues are having one of those nights, Cheryl, that everything that can go right is.
Yeah, it's all going right, James, because they're doing everything right. They've been dominating play in all 3 zones, and they've been rewarded for it.
Takes a shot. Oh, what a chance there.
Well, it almost looked like he converted a quick release shot. He had no time or space, but unable to put it by.
Shot. Stopped by the goaltender. Jostled off the puck. Claudette's working it around in the corner. Big time stop there. Gets a hold of the puck from the right side. The Blues carry it along the wall. Dickinson's got it in the defensive end. The Sharks are across the line and into the offensive end. Great defensive effort with the stick. St. Louis has the puck. I don't think anybody was hanging on to the puck after that hit. The Sharks have it deep inside their own end. Moves the puck over to Eklund. Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call. St. Louis getting all sorts of pucks on net, and they lead in a big way here in the second. And they win the draw on their own end. Great defensive play to break it up. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
Taken along the wall by Suter. Takes the feed. Moves it to Bushnevich. That's gloved by Askarov. Puck picked up by Toffoli. And he serves it across to Dickinson. Toffoli's got it into offensive territory. And now it's over to Walker. San Jose's got the puck along the boards. Smith stick handling in his own zone. From the right side and up the middle. Picked up along the wall by Parayko. Slides it to Sundqvist. St. Louis plays it against the boards. Drives to the paint. The Sharks get a hold of the puck along the boards. And a heads-up kick pass over to his teammate. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. St. Louis has been on a roll offensively here, and they lead it in the second. Schenns won the faceoff here in the offensive zone. And that one's turned away. Back-to-back saves there.
That's a fantastic sequence of saves there, James. He was so dialed in, he tracked it perfectly.
Both centers ready to take the draw here coming up. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Fantastic save! Carries it across the line. Makes his presence known on the ice. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Quick shot! Turned aside with the glove by Askarov. The Blues continue to lead big here in this second period. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. Toffoli's got it along the wing. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. They've got numbers here. Fires it. Oh, what a glove save there. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. St. Louis wins possession right off the draw. The backhand. Oh, and he just puts it wide of the net.
Well, he's certainly going to be frustrated with that one. I mean, you do all the work to get to that space. It's a gory area. You know you've got a prime time shooting an opportunity, and you miss the net. You absolutely cannot miss from that spot.
Quick feed to Ferraro. Nice poke check. Goodrow's crossed the line, and he's on the attack now. And he coughs it up with the pass. And now it's grabbed by Kyrou. Coming down the left wing and into the zone. Gives them nothing in front.
What a save from point-blank range. I mean, he's in fabulous position. Square to the shooter in the slot. He makes the glove hand save.
St. Louis has been all over them tonight. Offensively, they have been clicking on all cylinders. Sooners won the draw. Hammers it on net. Oh, what a save in front.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
Here's a race for the loose puck. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. St. Louis has looked good offensively tonight, putting a lot of pucks on net, and as a result, they lead here in the second. Sooners won a big draw on their own end. And he takes the pass. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Works it across to Sherwood. Loves the puck into the corner of the offensive zone. Moves it quickly over to Smith. Don't call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Here's a short pass to Broberg. Makes a move and the puck hops away from him. And he catches that one with the glove. In front of the net, and the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Officials are set. Players seem ready. We're ready to get this thing back underway. The Sharks win the draw. Puck grab by Neighbors. Huge steal in his own end. And he sends it across to Wenberg. San Jose's got the puck against the half wall. Throws it in. San Jose's got a hold of it against the wall. Grabbed along the boards by Khrushchev. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Wicked stop by the goaltender. Face-off coming up as the puck goes up and over the glass. The Blues lead in a big way here in this second. They have been on fire offensively. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Wide of the net. Gets control of the puck right in front of his own end. Hammers a shot. And he makes a save there. Moves the puck into the attacking area. And there's a glove save on the play. Goaltender covers it up and we'll get a reset here. The Blues are checking all the boxes tonight. More shots, more goals, and they lead in the second. The Sharks take possession here inside the offensive zone. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. The Blues gain control of the puck against the wall. Dumps it in. The Sharks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Quick pass to Toffoli. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. San Jose's got a hold of the puck now. Moves it to Toffoli. Oh, just like that, steals the puck and goes the other way. Puck set down the ice. We'll get an icing.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
See if we can pick up some momentum again here as a face-off is ready to go. The Blues take possession off the face-off. St. Louis has it in the defensive end. Oh, look at this chance! And makes the save. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. St. Louis seems to be scoring on every single opportunity based on the chances they've created up big here in the second. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Oh, my God, it's going. Wait, they're signaling a goal. It looked like he had it, but it looks like they're signaling a goal now.
Let's have another look on the replay here, James. I thought that he had the post covered, but he clearly did not. There was just enough room to slide that puck in the inside post.
St. Louis has continued to find the back of the net all night here, and we're only in the second period, Cheryl.
Yeah, they've been fantastic, James. I mean, they've been electric all night long, really potent offensively. They're going to have to keep their heads up, though. You've got an opponent that's frustrated and looking to hit.
Taken by Ostapchuk. Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. Passes out front, and that goes off a stick and off target. Quick feed to Broberg. He carries the puck up along the wing. Scooped up along the wall by Broberg. Oh, that's a huge stop by Askarov.
As a goaltender, you have to be able to read and anticipate the play. He does it perfectly and is able to negate the shot.
The Blues have a decided edge in the shot department and also in the score as well here in the second. The Sharks win the draw on their own end. Looks to get the puck over to Klingberg. Here's a shot, and he comes up with the glove save.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit, gets the job done.
The Blues have been putting lots of shots on net and have been rewarded for their efforts. And they win the draw in the offensive zone, and they go to work. Shuts them down. Great pass from the left wing. Moves it quickly over to Shen. And there's the save. Here's a short pass to Shen. Handles the pass. Sherwood's got it on the offensive end. Takes a shot. Turns it aside with the glove. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. Both teams are set. We'll drop the puck here. The Sharks win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. Takes the feed. Smart heads up, play to intercept the pass.
St. Louis has been so impressive tonight, James. The coaching staff is going to be thrilled with this one. You want to make sure that your team is in good defensive structure, and that's exactly what they're doing. And because of it, they're getting possession and dominating this game.
And a good save on the play as action continues. Slides it diagonally to Desharnais. And that's intercepted in the defensive end. And that was stopped. The Sharks get a hold of the puck in their own end. Nice feed from the right wing. Oh, he'll feel that one. Good hit to bump him off the puck. San Jose's got possession of the puck. Steps across the blue line. Here's a chance. Oh, what a stop on the play. Quick pass to Holloway. And he feeds it down to Kyrou. Takes the pass. Crosses the puck loose. Fires it on net. There's the save of the play. Oh, they telegraphed the pass and he picks it off. The Blues grab possession of the puck. St. Louis with possession in their own zone. Torchenko's got it deep in the offensive end. Here's a shot. Denied by the goaltender. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. St. Louis up big here in this second period. Their offense has been going right from the start. Meeses won the draw in his own end. Now let's see if they can clear it. And here's a pass to Toffoli. San Jose's ready to go on the attack. The Blues take over on possession. Gets it to the other point. And the lane's clogged up, blocking that. Off the wall and right to the stick. Nice play.
Great vision to see that stretch pass.
Here's a pass in front. And that doesn't connect. Gains the zone through the middle. Puck scooped up by Broberg. Looking to make something happen at center. Picked up by Misa. Reaches out and uses the stick. The Blues have it against the wall. Takes the feed from his own end. Grabs control of it at the point. There's the whistle stopping the play, and we get a better sense of what happened down there.
Well, that hit had to hurt, James. Let's have another look at that one. I mean, he goes down hard, and when you have a hit like that, you're feeling it all over your body.
St. Louis continues to lead here in this middle frame. They have been really active in the shot department. Nice job tying up his opponent. Moves it to Kyrou. Drives it to the crease. And that turns off one of his teammates in front. Quick pass across to Sherwood. The Sharks take it along the wall. Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. Hofer's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck.
Sometimes it's all working for you, James, and it's all working for him tonight. And you wish you could just circle these dates on the calendar and remember them and recall them when you're facing adversity, because everything seems to be working for him tonight. When it's on his stick, when it's off his stick, his shot, everything is looking good. A multiple point effort in this one so far.
The Blues have been on fire offensively tonight, and they lead for good reason here in the second. Off the draw, they take possession. Passes the puck over to Folk. The Blues play it along the boards. San Jose's got control of it now from their own end. Quick feed to Celebrini. Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Hofer.
Well, he makes an incredible save on a point-blank shot here, James. I love the way he's aggressive, he's competitive, and he wins the battle.
Moves it quickly over to Holloway. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Picked up along the boards by Shen. Pass out front. What a chance, but they can't connect. Oh, and he misfires on that. From the left side, they gain the zone. Sends it over. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Hofer's been a consistent presence in the crease, James. I mean, he's made the stops he's needed to, but his team's playing extremely well, and that's why they have a comfortable lead.
Slides it over to Shen. Moves the puck across to Ferraro. Receives the pass. Here's a short pass to Torchenko. Puts it on net. Handles that one. The Sharks scoop it up along the boards. Directed over to Wenberg. St. Louis has it. Passes it to Sundqvist. Down the right side and into the zone. San Jose's got the puck. Eklund's got the puck through the neutral zone. The Sharks looking against the half wall. Quick pass to Parayko. Dishes it to Shen. Through center along the wing. Puck picked up by Klingberg. Dishes it off. Chase in front. Stopped by the goaltender.
Well, a great A scoring chance taken away from the inner slot because he's so aggressive and gets to the top of his crease.
Moves it to Fowler. Shot. Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
Quick feed to Toropchenko. From the point, looks to make something happen. The Blues gain possession in their own end. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Puts it in deep. Scrum along the boards. Great read of the offensive zone by Suter.
St. Louis has been nearly perfect with respect to defensive posture in this game. They've been a unit, they've been connected all over the ice, and they've been shutting down plays. It's a reason why they're getting the puck, they're possessing it, they're going north, and they're dominating.
From the right side, he goes to the middle of the neutral zone. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Gibson, and he comes up with the save. He looks deep to Shen. Handles the puck. Long lead pass into the open ice.
That's how we get
Scores! And the road team is having themselves a party in this bar tonight, and I don't think anybody except them like it.
No one likes it in this building, that's for sure. I mean, fans aren't leaving. They paid money for this ticket, and if you're on the ice, you just want to crawl out of there, but you can't. There's more game to play. This is a tough one, James.
The Blues are laying this smackdown on the opposition tonight as we near the intermission, but it can't come soon enough at one end of the ice.
Well, yeah, you know that their opponent certainly wants it, an opportunity to reset and catch their breath. But for them, you know that they're going to go to that intermission. Now they're going to sit down, get out of rhythm. They don't want it disrupted. So you know that the leadership group's going to be talking about keeping the pedal to the metal.
Great extension on his part to poke it away. San Jose's got it in their own zone. Sends it into the offensive zone. The Blues gain control of the puck. And now he passes it to Walker. Neighbors has it in the defensive end. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. Rocked him in the open ice. Monreach breaks up the momentum. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. San Jose's got a hold of it against the wall. Moves it quickly over to Misa. With possession along the wall. There's a shot, but he gets enough to keep it out.
Ascarov's been fantastic tonight, really putting his team on his back here, James. Just look at this last sequence. I mean, desperation save after desperation save. Really keeping his team in it and the puck out of the net. They got to find a way to converge, retrieve the puck, and get out of their own zone.
The Blues are on cruise control here late in the second. Simply look at the scoreboard, the shot count. It is all one-sided. Moves the puck. And that goes off the glove and will play on. Battle along the boards. St. Louis has possession of it now. He's got a step. Oh, denies him on the play.
And this is a great play by the defender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
And a stiff break setup. Takes some pass back at the point. And that's intercepted by Kyrou. That's some good footwork to kick it away. St. Louis looks to move the puck from their own end. Parayko's going to play it against the half wall. Great poke check on the reach. Puts it on net. They score! 4 straight goals. They're rolling now.
And talk about confidence. one back, James. I thought that he was set to position. Just the blast of the shot, it hit him. He got a good chunk of it, but it went in. You can see the frustration in the body language.
The Sharks are going to swap goaltenders.
Just a tough night all the way around for the entire team, and he was the scapegoat on that one, but he's going to get out of the net.
St. Louis continues to hammer the opposition here. And look where we are. We're only in period number 2, Cheryl, and this can still continue to get out of hand.
Yeah, the opponent wants to get to the dressing room for the intermission. They have no answer for the pulse in front of them, just dictating pace and controlling every aspect of the game.
Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. The Sharks gain possession. Slides the pass over to Kurashev. The Blues get a hold of the puck. Pass across to Suter. The Sharks take possession in the neutral zone. At center ice now, he grabs the puck. The Blues gain possession along the wall. Grabbed along the boards by David. Thunderous collision on the play.
Well, and you gotta love the sacrifice of this play here, James. This is how you go from defense to offense. You have to separate the body from puck. He does it perfectly.
The Sharks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Whacks it into the offensive zone. Moves with the puck in the corner. The Blues will play it in their own end. The Sharks take possession in the defensive end. Here's an odd man rush. Quick pass to Sundqvist. And he takes the dish. Passes it over. And that's a great hits-up play by Wilfred.
Sometimes when you're winning, you get overconfident and try and overhandle the puck, and this is what follows, a turnover. Coach isn't going to be very happy. You got to game manage, you got to puck manage, and you got to make sure you make the correct play. Sometimes simple is better.
Picks up the puck in his own end. Sends a pass over. Works it across to Kraft. Down the right wing and into the offensive zone. Taken along the wall by Wilfred. Pass back to the point. A chance! Glove save by the goalie. Snaps it onto the net. Makes the save from the glove.
Man, James, he shows incredible quickness right there as he makes one and then the second save.
And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play.
A great execution on that hit there, James, but a little too late. I mean, they've been trailing in this game. They've been blown out by quite a margin, and if they started a little bit earlier, they'd be in this thing.
Face-off coming up here in the offensive zone.
Well, they'll want to continue with the sustained pressure because the goaltender, he is fatigued.
And they take possession after the defensive zone face-off. Second frame almost done. Well inside a minute now. San Jose's looking to break out. Picked up along the wall by Smith. Here's a short pass to Celebrini. St. Louis has it in their own zone. Here they come. Moves it to Bushnevich. Takes a shot. And that's blocked in traffic. San Jose's got a hold of the puck in their own end, but the clock is winding down. Lays the body. And a great save.
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
Fires it into the offensive zone. Tries to get the puck over to Shen. Huge steal in his own end. There's the horn. 40 minutes in the books. We'll get a refresh for both the players, ice, and we're back with a third period next.
Now's your chance to play clean. Join us at our arena as the first sports and entertainment facility in the entire country to use 100% renewable energy. Drop your plastic cups, bottles, and clean paper products in the Play Clean recycling bins located throughout the arena. Thank you for joining us in a campaign to save energy and keep our city clean.
The Blues have just received word that their player won't be returning to this game after sustaining an injury earlier here, James. And this is going to be tough. They're going to have to figure out a way to juggle their roster here and get it going.
I think well said there, Cheryl. That's a tough loss, and they're going to have to figure out how to adapt and overcome. Dished on over to Sherwood. Quick feed to Neighbors. Great read by Shen. Oh, a clutch save! And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team.
Sherwood's been outstanding tonight, James. Multiple puck touches all around the net. I mean, his underlying metrics are going to be off the charts, including his expected goals. He finally gets one. You can see that body language certainly changed. He's had the puck on his stick all game long.
The Blues are on cruise control here in this third period, leading big. Shen's got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively. Slides it up ahead for the right wing. And now it's grabbed by Broberg. Here we go. Puck's in deep. Puck moved over to Smith. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Moves it quickly over to Shen. And now it's to Parayko. Feeds it on over to Smith. St. Louis gains a hold of it. Here they come on the rush. Sends the puck across. Looks to set up at the point now. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off.
Homer's been fantastic in this game. It's the timely big save, and he's a real difference maker, not just between the pipes, but also the message it sends to the entire team. Just a calm, right? Anytime you're defending, you find a way to make that save, and now all of a sudden you're moving the puck north. I think you play differently when you have a guy in the net who's making those kind of saves.
The Blues have been rewarded for their offensive efforts early in this third period. St. Louis goes to work in the offensive zone. Pushes it in front, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Teams are lined up, and we are ready to take this draw. Mies has won the draw here in their own zone. Now he slides it up to Toffoli. They've got some momentum here. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
The Blues have built themselves up a comfortable lead here in this third period. St. Louis has taken possession off the draw on their own end. Big play inside the defensive zone. And that goes off a stick somewhere in traffic. Big time stop there. Scooped up along the wall by Misa. And that shot dies in traffic. Moves it to Toffoli. Shot! Oh, off his glove. He just got enough of it.
The goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason. This time, he bails his team out.
The Sharks scoop it up along the boards. Quick pass to Tucker. Lets it go! That goes wide. Passes over to Goodrow. And he throws it across to Ferraro. Slides the puck over. Gets the puck in deep. Quick pass to Sundqvist. Picked up along the boards by Buchnevich. Angles it over to Suter. And now he moves it to Sundqvist. Sends it out in front. And he denies that great opportunity there. And that's blocked from someone in front. And they'll use that dump in to change up the defense. Working to shake the pressure from the defensive zone. And it's taken by a teammate and stays in. Passed up ahead. Nice defensive robbery on that. St. Louis looks to break out in their own end. And he gives it over to Buchnevich. Oh, he gets a blocker on him. What a stop by Hooper. Tries to feed it over to Desharnais. There's the whistle. We got an offside. The Blues have been active all night in the offensive zone, and they lead it here in this third. Windberg's won possession. Here's a short pass to Graf. What a steal in his own end. Trying to shake loose. Fantastic ball!
James, the goaltender's going to take a hard shot here. I thought he got square to the shooter, but unfortunately a little bit leaky as this one winds up in the back of the net.
Hasn't allowed for any let-up in the third period. They continue to apply that pressure.
They're applying the pressure, and they've dominated the game right from puck drop. I mean, their opponent has no answer or any pushback because of the way they're playing.
Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Grabbed along the boards by Parayko. They fight for it along the boards. The Sharks have it now. St. Louis gains a hold of possession. Shen's got the puck in his own zone. What save! Quick reflexes on the play.
A timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
The Blues have built themselves a sizable lead here early in this third period. San Jose's won the draw. And the save. And no battle for that loose puck along the boards. Taken along the wall by Kyrou. Solid check to slow him down. Can hang on to the puck after taking it off. Shuts him down. Slides the puck to Smith. Loses the coverage there. Just wide. Up along the wing. St. Louis has it against the half wall.
Holloway's able to corral that pass. He's got the puck on his stick. You know he's dangerous. He's got two in the game, and he's looking for another.
Mayu's got it in the defensive zone. Along the right wall and into the offensive end. Moves the puck down low. The Sharks gain control of the puck. And he connects with the long bomb.
Fast and quick lead pass.
Oh, and he comes up with a big stop there. St. Louis has been the more complete team tonight, and they lead it early in this third period. Comes in off the wing as both centers were tied up on the draw. The Blues cross the blue line and are on the attack. And he takes the feed. And he handles the cross-ice pass. The Blues move the puck in the defensive zone. Moves it to Fowler. Picked up along the wall by Mayu. Mies has got the puck. Good stand-up hit. Feeds the puck up to Mayu. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Quick feed to Desharnais. San Jose's got a hold of the puck. On the attack along the boards. Slides it across. Moves it quickly over to Dickinson. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Sends it in deep. The Sharks have it against the wall. Pushes it across to Graf. Can't connect. St. Louis tries to break out from their own end. The Blues gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. Denies him on a slapper. Slides it diagonally to Celebrini. The Blues look to start the transition game. Quick pass to Walker. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out.
Well, a nice save by the goaltender, and even better is that he redirects the puck to the corner to safety.
And that banks off a stick. St. Louis takes hold of the puck. Dishes in to Walker. Here's a chance. Grabs the puck at center. The Sharks don't really have time on their side here, but at least they've got something to push with.
Yeah, really tough hole to climb out of, but certainly that one goal will give him a little bit of a lift. It's respectable.
Scooped up along the wall by Neighbors. And he loses control here. And he takes the feed.
Tucker's been so dangerous offensively tonight, James. Yeah, he's not getting the shots on goal, but he is the distributor. They need to be aware of him, their opponent, I mean, because he's threading the needle to his teammates all night long.
Dumps the puck in. San Jose's got the puck. The Sharks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Feeds the puck across to Godet. They put the puck into the offensive end. St. Louis has it. Works it across to Tucker. Gaining momentum along the wing. Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. Battling for it along the boards. Ferraro's got the puck now in his own end. Toffoli's got it in the offensive zone. That's blocked. The Blues get a hold of the puck along the boards. Quick shot! Turns it aside with the glove. And the puck's kicked free. San Jose's got a hold of it along the wall. Moved up ahead after a nice pass from the right wing. San Jose's on the attack. Fires it. Oh, it just gets a piece of it. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. And he gets just enough of it to keep it out for the back of the net. Picked up along the boards by Holloway. San Jose's got the puck in their own end. Across the line and on the attack. And that tears off a body in the lane. Plays the puck up ahead. St. Louis plays it along the wing. Sends it in front. And that's stopped. Dragged along the board by Holloway. And they come up with it as the puck skips out. Oh, he couldn't put it past. What a stop by Nedeljkovic.
Well, this is such a quick shot that comes from the slot that you have to have good reflexes to be able to make that glove save.
St. Louis coaches have to be impressed with what they've seen from their players tonight. They have really attacked offensively and delivered. Feeds it to Sherwood. Scrumming on the horse, they battle for the puck. St. Louis has possession of the puck. Down the left wing, across into the offensive end. Big time stop. St. Louis has it in their own zone. Looks to pass it to Kyrou. With the puck inside the defensive zone. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Parayko. And that's picked off by Sherwood. St. Louis gets a hold of it. Here they come up along the wing. San Jose's got the puck along the boards. Pushes it across to Goodrow. Takes the puck at the point. Taken along the wall by Parayko. Here's a shot! Denies him! Misa's got the puck along the wing. The Blues gain possession in their own end. Takes the feed from the left side. Here we go, odd man rush here. An easy glove save made by Nedeljkovic. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. The Blues continue to lead here in this third period. They've been the busier team offensively. The Sharks come up with a defensive zone draw. Into the offensive end now. Feeds it over. Oh, what a stop with the blocker by Hofer. St. Louis moves ahead with the puck. Sends the pass over. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net.
Well, this game is wild, James. End-to-end action. Let's just forget the defense, shall we? And just go with the goal calls.
St. Louis steps inside. Back to the point it goes. Scores! Well, that's number 2, Pounder.
Yeah, he's been all over the puck tonight. He's feeling it. He's confident. You got to believe he's going to be looking for the Hattie. This is just a great shot, James. The delivery so quick of a release that beats the goaltender clean.
The Blues are sending a clear message that they are not taking their foot off the gas in this third period here, Cheryl.
Well, you can certainly tell that they bought into the game plan, and the coach is certainly ecstatic with the performance of the entire bench. I mean, look at the way they're moving and holding the puck, attacking the net at the right times. It has been a seamless effort.
Huge hit in the corner. Here's a short pass to Toffoli. Goes check, frees the puck up. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Stoppage in play, offside the call. St. Louis has been firing on all cylinders tonight, and they are in the home stretch of this one in period number 3. Well, that's one way to win the draw as he skates away with the puck after the two centers were tied up. Dumps it in. St. Louis gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Moves it to Toropchenko. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. He scores! And someone's heating up with his second of the night.
Yeah, I expect that he's going to be looking for the Hattie because he's been all around the paint tonight, James, is showing off his skill set. He's really battling to find this puck, James, but he drops into that butterfly, and he's still looking for it with his blocker. He just can't get a hold of it.
Continue to attack the net here in period number 3, adding yet another goal to their score.
Well, it's been all areas of the game that have really been terrific tonight, James. I've also enjoyed the communication that we're seeing on the ice, not just the body language, but also the vocalness. I mean, they're creating all over the ice, and it's been real fun to watch.
Now over to Celebrini. The Blues moving ahead. And now he tries to get it across to Celebrini. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. St. Louis holds a noticeable edge in the shot department, a big reason why they lead here in this third period. And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. The Sharks ready to go on the attack. And a great save! St. Louis moves it ahead. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Cadet.
Knowing how to protect a lead is critical, James, and you want to understand that you can create, you can still press offense, but you can't get cute with the puck. You still have to distribute it and find the right openings.
Denies it in front. Feeds it over to Kudrow. Puck dumped in.
The Blues are winning this game in part because of their second line that has been really effective. It's kind of a layered approach. When you can get depth scoring and secondary scoring, you know your team has a chance to be successful.
And the puck's knocked loose. The Blues have it in the offensive zone. The Sharks have it now. Great read in the offensive zone by Kyrou. Angles it over to Parayko. Steps up with the block. Under siege and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle. The Blues have looked sharp tonight. Lots of pucks on net and a lot of goals as a result. Locks them up on the draw as they take possession. Scores! And look who's at it again!
Well, it's the second of the game. Too bad you can't bottle these games up and just recall them whenever you want because he's been all around the net. The goalies really like to stick it to their opponents and give them the stare down after a flashy glove save that hits the leather. Unfortunately, he gets embarrassed this time as he gets beat clean.
The Blues probably don't want this game to end the way things have gone here. I know we're in period number 3, but Cheryl, what a night.
Yeah, it's been terrific right from puck drop. And they've been consistent throughout the game, and consistency is always a word that coaches talk about. And if they can finish this off with this nice lead, that's the word the coach is going to be preaching after the game.
Scoops up the puck now. Quick feed to Holloway. And he sends it across to Kyrou. Retreats with the puck inside the defensive zone. Holloway's taking it from his own end. Here's a chance in front. Oh, he comes up with a stop. Nice zone entry from the left. The Blues take possession in the defensive end. Oh, what a save in front!
Key to being a great goaltender is not giving up second shot opportunities, and it's playing the rebounds to the corner. He does an excellent job here.
Picked up along the wall by Parayko. And he had the answer on that one. Huge steal in his own end. San Jose's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Moves it quickly over to Shen. Shot! And that goes off, force off a body. Centering pass in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. San Jose's got a hold of it against the wall. What a steal in his own end. Takes the feed. That knocks him off the puck. St. Louis on the attack. Takes the shot. And he keeps that one out. The Sharks have it now. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Celebrini's got it along the wing. Moves behind the net. Fantastic save. Turns another aside.
They make some consecutive saves there. He's got to be one of those.
Brings the iron. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play.
No, this is a highly entertaining game here, James. As the puck goes one way and then the other. It's a track meet out there. Coaches certainly won't like it because it means that neither team's playing strong defense.
Both sides getting ready for this face-off, and Cheryl, I could think of a keeper right now who would love nothing more than another minute here.
Well, he's extremely fatigued, right, James? So this is a critical juncture of the game. Here on the offensive side of the puck, you want to continue to wear down your opponent because you know that this goaltender is fatigued, he's vulnerable, and you got to find a way to capitalize on the opportunity.
The Blues offense has been the story tonight as they continue to lead big time in the third. Mises got it, and they'll go on the attack here in the offensive zone. And he scores!
Well, the goalie's dropping to the butterfly because he can't see the puck. I mean, they work on tracking exercises all the time, but you can't see it when you got bodies in front of you. So this is a smart shot that makes its way to the back of the net.
San Jose's fan base watching, streaming, taking this one in wherever, probably wondering, where was this earlier?
Yeah, it's frustrating for an athlete when you know what you can play like, you know what your team can play like, and you just don't perform. But late in the game here, they need goals. They need a pile of them if they even want to have an opportunity to get their tender out of the net.
Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. Tries to feed it over to Suter. San Jose's got a hold of the puck now. The Blues take possession of the neutral zone. He grabs the puck here at the point. The Blues will play it to the defensive zone. Here's a shot. Scores! Oh, that was a beauty!
As a defender, it is so difficult to defend against power and strength. You combine that with a little bit of leverage and shielding of the puck, and man, you can be in trouble. As evident right here as he drives the net and finishes it off with a goal.
The Blues continue to bring up the score here in period number 3.
Well, it's just been a terrific collective effort. Now they're on the home stretch, and the coaching staff has a real opportunity to utilize their bench, rest their star players, and this is critical when you're in a long season.
Slides it diagonally to Neighbors. The Blues take it along the wing. St. Louis has it near the wall. The Sharks get a hold of the puck in their own end. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Here's a chance. Gets a piece of it and will play on. Moves it on over to Neighbors. Oh, he got hammered, and look at this. He's on his own bench.
At least you can take your time getting up when it's your own bench, James.
Yeah, that's real. I'd be way happier landing on this one than the opposition.
Well, I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
St. Louis talked about putting a lot of pucks on net before this one. They delivered, and they have capitalized as well here late in this third. Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. And that pass is redirected. Quick pass across to Bennett. Broken up in the neutral zone by Kyrou. St. Louis plays it against the boards. Quick pass to Ostapchuk. Fires it on net with the stop. Ostapchuk's looking to make something happen here in the corner. The Sharks will play it from the point. And that's blocked away. Here's a short pass to Kyrou. Slides it up front. The Blues carry it along the wall. Wicked stop by the goalie who got his glove out to knock it away. The Blues aren't far from the finish line now as they lead it late in this third period. Sooners won the face-off here in the offensive zone. Big time stop there. Slides the puck across to Kraft. Gains the zone along the right wall. San Jose's got the puck against the boards. Moves it to Kraft. Makes the save. Buchnevich has got it on the offensive end. Oh, they telegraph the pass, and he picks it off.
Well, you play the game differently depending on the situation, and when you're up, you got to know it, and you got to game manage, and you got to puck manage. That turnover, coach isn't going to like that one at all.
And now he angles it across to Buchnevich. Oh, look! Out against the wall!
Well, and this is done perfectly, James. No stop sign here. You know, you're not doing it on the numbers. A nice, clean hit. And everyone on the bench erupts with that one, knowing that not only do they gain the puck, but a message-sending hit along the wall.
Looks like lineups are set and they're ready to get things back underway. Lindbergh's won the draw inside his own end. The Sharks are in transition. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. Quick feed to Smith. Takes a shot, and that goes off his blocker. He's off. Oh, and it's dialed in tonight. What a save on that one. Denies it again. Scooped up along the wall by Kraft. Scores! What a finish on the one-timer.
It always amazes me, James, because we know where this puck is going, right in his wheelhouse. Everywhere knows where this puck is going, but he still converts on it. Amazing shot. Listen, James, when he works himself into position to set up for that one-timer, if you're his teammate, you just find him and you deliver it to him.
The Sharks are showing a little pride here in the third.
Really, that's all that it's about right now. This game is over, and you can see they just want this game and the clock to tick down. They want that final buzzer to go.
They go on the attack through center. Goes right to the crease. The Sharks look to start the transition game. Coming down the left wing and into the zone. The Blues scoop it up along the boards. And no battle for that loose puck along the boards. Moves it quickly over to Fowler. Moves the puck to the attacking area. And that doesn't reach the net. The Sharks have it from their own end. Fires it into the offensive zone. Picked up along the boards by Ostapchuk. With the steal. Gets the puck over to Folk. Gaining momentum up along the side. Moves it to the middle. And that shot's blocked. Quick pass to Goodrow. St. Louis takes possession of the neutral zone. Puck scooped up by Goodrow. The Sharks play it along the wing. Stopped by the goaltender.
Goaltender spends so much time doing tracking exercises, and it's utilized right here as he knows where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
St. Louis is having one of those nights that anything that they've put on net seems to light the lamp. And they lead it big time here late in this third period. Works it across to Orlov. Too much congestion in front. Nearing the final 60 seconds of this Short pass to Celebrini. Hofer's going to make a wise decision here and get a whistle.
A great decision, James. I mean, his opponent's been coming at him full throttle. He wants to slow this down. They're winning this game right now. He's facing a ton of shots, and he knows he's got to be strong down the stretch. He's got to reset his entire group right now, and he tries to do it by getting that whistle.
St. Louis has it in the defensive end. San Jose's got the puck here in the open ice. St. Louis tries to break out from their own end. Puck grab by Celebrini. And that's deflected. The Blues get a hold of the puck along the boards. And he moves it up to Sherwood. And that's broken up by Holloway. And they'll dump it in. Moves it to Klingberg. The Blues gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. Quick feed to Klingberg. Smith's got it into offensive territory. Well, a tough night, getting even tougher these final seconds as the fans letting them know this was unacceptable. Oh, nice use of the boards with the paint caps. Final buzzer sounds, and this one's in the books. Well, how do you sum up that win tonight? That was impressive.
Well, it was impressive, man. I really felt like they owned the puck. And when you have that puck on your stick, you make good decisions with it. It winds up on net. And just look at the shot clock, and you can tell that not only did they outchance, but in terms of the volume, they were able to get a ton of pucks through to the net. That's taking what's given and doing good by it.
Well, a fun night of hockey comes to an end, but guess what, everybody? There's always next time, and we will see you then. For Cheryl Pounder, I'm James Cebulski. Thanks for playing.